Every day is a new beginning. Shine your light. It's a day and the world is waiting. Move along to the song, singing in your soul. Feel the beat, clap your hands, let's take control. All you need, all you want, are you ready to find your way? 'Cause every day is a new day.
Welcome to Wisconsin Family. I'm Justin Riley.
And I'm Jessa Jeremiah. And well, first of all, how are you today, Justin?
I'm doing pretty well.
Doing pretty well. You look pretty cozy. Things are good here at Rubens.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a little gloomy outside today, but it brightens up my day to come in here and sit on these really colorful and comfortable sofas.
Absolutely. Yeah, we are at Rubens Our Lifestyle, which is the store that they have on the west side. You have seen us probably downtown, but they have two locations, both a little bit different feel, different styles.
Yeah, we were downstairs last time we were here, and they have some home theater type systems and things like that, and you know, bar stool, man cave type of things, and now they have more of the sitting area and the living room type of stuff up here. Which
That's
is really
right.
cool.
Well, and depending on what your man cave looks like, as we discussed, there's lots of options for your man cave to be colored up.
Yes.
Right? But we're going to be chatting with Adam a little bit later in the show, and we always learn something great about design and some of these great designers that they carry.
Yes, a lot of great designers.
Yeah, a lot of great. You know, what I've learned over the course of time being here is the quality. You know, I think a lot of people miss out on that old school quality, and they've kind of brought that quality into a modern feel, which is, I think, why they do so well here at Rubens.
Yeah, absolutely.
So.
We'll also be joined by John and Chris from AccuClimb Mechanical Services. They're going to talk about heating and air conditioning, of course, which is what they're good at, and give us some tips and some knowledge about heating systems specifically that I never knew about.
Yeah,
before.
we're going to learn a little bit about boiler systems, which I know almost nothing about, so that'll be great. And we're also going to be talking about keeping in shape and some great New Year's resolutions after the holidays. Flight Cycle joins us after the break.
Welcome back to Wisconsin Family. We're here on location at Rubens Furniture, Our Lifestyle, here on the west side of town.
We sure are.
Really
and
cool place.
Look at this super cool way to have a coffee table and footrest.
And I love the shape of it too. It's pretty cool. So we're
It's
going to be
fun.
talking with Adam later on in the program, but first, I'm joined now by Anna Murray from Flight Indoor Cycling. Welcome, Anna.
Hi, thanks for having me.
So glad to have you.
Yeah, you guys just recently wrapped up Flight's signature program called the Big Takeoff.
Yeah.
And as I understand it, you're going to be doing it again in February.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about what that's all about. What is the Big Takeoff, and you know, why people should get on board and sign up.
Yeah, well, so we just opened up registration for our second round. It starts up right at the beginning of February, kind of in that lull of winter, maybe when your New Year's resolutions are fading away. And it's basically
Never happens to anybody. What are you talking about?
Perfectly.
Well, in any case, the program is just all comprehensive, something that will pull in your nutrition, pull in cross training, pull in flexibility training, all within a cardio routine as well, which is obviously what we do at Flight. So it just kind of builds from your cardio routine and builds those building blocks for a strong, healthy lifestyle all around.
That's fantastic.
And now I feel like, is this true? Has it been a year since you've been open?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's like, and I think actually just yesterday was the anniversary of our first training of all the instructors.
Oh, exciting.
It's crazy, yeah.
Congratulations. What a neat milestone to come up upon, and you guys have done a lot of things in a year. It doesn't seem like it's a year already, but wow.
It's crazy.
So are you guys doing anything special? You got to celebrate the birthday, right?
Yes. So New Year's Day this year will be on a Friday. So all day on that Friday, we're just going to do $5 classes for anybody and everybody. So we have 4 classes that day, just $5, like less than a Starbucks latte and stuff like that.
True.
And you know, maybe ease off that hangover from New Year's Eve.
The food hangover.
Yeah, the food
That's what we're talking about.
Yes,
The food
of course.
hangover.
Whatever your hangover may be. That's great. Do you know offhand the times, or do we go to your
Yeah,
website?
no, it is all on the website, but we have a 9 a.m., a 10:30 a.m., a noon, and a 5:30 p.m.
That's great.
So all day long.
$5. And then you get to fall in love with it. What a neat studio you have.
And you guys have all kinds of different options, you know, anything from unlimited membership to individual class passes. Can you talk to us a little bit about what each of those are, and, you know, the different types of ways that people can get involved with Flight?
Yeah, so we have those class passes, and those are nice because if you're unsure about your routine or you're not really sure where it's going to fall in line for you, you can do anything from a 1-class pass all the way to 20 classes and just use them up as needed or as you can.
Yeah.
And then otherwise we have a month-to-month unlimited membership, we have 3 months unlimited, and we have 6-month unlimited. So to get you all the way through winter, you can just kind of dedicate that time and that, you know, those resources and just get it done and get through June basically.
Yes, absolutely.
I like that because depending on your workout style, you know, some people like to do cycle as a part of another workout routine. Some people are just really big on cycling.
Like,
so
we have some clients who come in every single day, or we have some clients who are from like New York, but they grew up in Madison, so when they're home for the holidays, they'll buy a 3-class pack and use it then.
I think that's
You
wonderful.
know, so
Yeah.
it's really flexible for any routine.
And then you don't feel like you're kind of quote unquote, you know, wasting a membership. If you're somebody that's going to use it regularly, a membership's perfect.
Right.
But that's not a good feeling when you have a membership somewhere and you only use it sporadically.
Right,
So.
yeah.
Okay, so I'm really excited about this New Year's offer. I'm definitely going to take part in that. $5, I love it. But tell us about other things that you're doing for New Year's. It's a time where people start needing some motivation. They want to get back in the swing.
Yeah.
How are you going to help us with that?
So we're going to kick off a resolution radar program through the month of January to lead into the big takeoff also. And just kind of keeping everybody accountable with their resolutions, kind of have a few incentives along the way, a few carrots at the end of the stick week to week and everything like that.
Love that
And
analogy.
yeah.
That's perfect.
And just keeping everybody, you know, together and having that support system, because a lot of times you'll start a resolution and it's a great idea on the 1st of January and then you forget, like, you need those building blocks and that support system around you to help, you know, make it happen. And
So
keep you
true.
going.
And that's such the feeling when you go to flight and are like part of a group of this cycling class is like you're all like in it together,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
And
Yep.
that's a really nice feeling as you're
Yeah.
sweating it off, right?
Absolutely. We always say we're all passengers on the same flight and we're
I
all in it
love
together.
that.
Yeah.
It's true, but it makes you get motivated by the energy in the room. And
Yeah.
that's
Contagious.
just, it is.
It is
That's
very
the right word.
contagious. It's very contagious. And you, like I always say, when you get done with a flight workout, you feel like you've been to a dance party more so than a cycling workout. So it's very
Right.
cool. Very cool. Now, I'm going to throw a little bit of a curveball at you and wonder, because the sister gym or club or whatever is Dragonfly Hot Yoga.
Yeah.
So do you have any idea of what's going on? I mean, can you talk to us about some things that might be going on? We just have a couple seconds left. But.
I mean, well, so they have their turkey claws challenge going on. So between Thanksgiving to Christmas, so a few weeks left. Again, an accountability sort of an incentive, carrots at the end of the stick every week and everything like that. And then they also have their sales going on. They have their intro month half off, so it's $20 for an unlimited month of hot yoga.
Nice.
And they also have 10% off all gift cards.
What a great workout combination.
Yeah.
A little hot yoga, a little cycling.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
pair
you'll do some sweating either way.
You did good off the cuff, Justin, and his hard-hitting journalism.
Yeah. Anna Marie from Flight Cycle, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks.
you.
Don't go away. There's more Wisconsin Family coming up right after this. Stick around.
'Cause every day is a new day.
Hey folks, welcome back to Wisconsin Family. As you can see, we are cozied up here, still at Rubens Our Lifestyle over on the west side. And we're gonna chat with Adam a little bit later about all kinds of things. You'll have to stick around for that. But I want to introduce our guests here, who you may recognize. This is Chris and John, who join us from AccuClimb Mechanical Services. And as always, we're glad to have you give us so much insight into this realm of
Yes.
things I don't know about. So,
These comfy places.
and
Yeah.
I know, isn't it fabulous? You can really sink in.
Yeah.
But we're going to talk about several things today. We've talked about heating and air with you two quite a bit, but there's something else we're going to start with that I really have no knowledge of. So you guys work with wet heat, which is another name for boiler heat.
Yep.
Tell us a little bit about that. First of all, what is that?
Well, boilers can be either steam or actual forced hot water.
Okay.
There's quite a bit of it in the older sections of Madison and stuff, and some of your newer homes are having like in-floor radiant, so the more technology type stuff, nice warm bathroom floors and stuff. But yeah, we do wet heat. We work on boilers, both high efficiency and your conventional older steam or just basic hot water.
Okay.
A lot of people don't realize that. It's still around and it's some pretty good efficient stuff. It makes some nice comfortable rooms and things like that. Zoning sometimes can be easier.
Okay.
So,
I learn a lot.
Yeah, that's so interesting to me because, you know, when one thinks, oh, I have a boiler in my house, they might think, oh, I have an old heating system, I need to have it replaced, I need to have it updated, I need to have a furnace put in or whatever. But you guys actually will replace boilers. And I mean, there's, like you had mentioned, there's some high efficiency boilers that you can get. Do you guys offer rebates or anything? Talk to us a little bit about that area.
There are rebates out there. Focus on Energy, I think, still does some
Focus on
stuff.
Energy does offer some, yes.
Sometimes the manufacturers do,
Sure.
depending on the type of system that you have within your house, the type of radiators and things like that. Sometimes buying a more efficient boiler, the high efficiency one, may not be as beneficial, but that's something that we can all figure out at that point in time. But there are some rewards available to you out there.
And one thing you did mention about replacing the boiler and putting a furnace and air in, most houses that have boilers are not set up to take a furnace and an air conditioner. They probably have electric heat for the most part.
Sure, yeah.
So to run ductwork up through a house can get
That's
way
true.
more expensive than replacing a boiler.
Especially if there's multiple floors, I would think. Yeah.
Exactly.
There are air conditioning options if you do have a boiler. There are options out there. You're not stuck because, oh, I don't have a gas furnace or,
Right.
or something like that. But you can do options, and you know, it's a conversation for another day. But
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So now we've heard you talk about several different types of actual furnaces. So we've learned about single stage, two stage, and modulating, and some of those capabilities. Talk to us about boilers and how the capabilities sort of compare with those other furnaces.
You can get pretty much the same in a boiler aspect.
Can you? Okay.
Our boilers out today, 95-96% efficient. They will actually work together with the outdoor air temperature. So if it's 50 degrees outside, you don't need 180 degree water, which is your average normal boiler temperature, to heat your home. You can heat it with a cooler water temperature. So why heat it that much? So those are called outdoor air resets and things like that. So you can really make your home very efficient with a boiler even.
That's interesting that the efficiency really can stay the same. And last time I chatted with you two, you mentioned that moist air feels warmer to the body. Does that make a difference with a boiler? I mean, is there actually going to be more, is that water getting into the air or is that totally separate?
If it's a steam boiler, you can get moisture into the air. But if it's your conventional forced hot water boiler, it isn't as much of a dry heat as a forced hot air is.
Okay.
So a lot of times you don't need humidification added to they do have whole home humidifiers that can be
remember that. That was a
installed
great tip, yeah.
that don't go to a furnace. They actually sit remotely. There are some options there, but I think we find better availability or less need for one in a wet heat type
Okay.
scenario.
Gotcha.
Forced hot water or of course steam, that's going to happen anyway. So.
That's so interesting. That,
It is.
you know, even though none of the moisture from the boiler may get to the air, it's still not as dry as...
Right. I think that's a big deal, as like you guys mentioned, and just how you feel in your home, not just the number that you see on the thermostat.
Right.
So
Yeah.
important.
John, I want to turn to you for a second here because you guys got some deals coming up
We
in
do.
the next couple months.
We do. We're going to
Talk
call
us
this the
about
Wisconsin Family Tune-Up Special.
that. All right.
Somebody gives us a call between now and January 15th and books a regular price tune-up, whether it be a boiler tune-up or a furnace tune-up. They're going to get $25 off, and we're going to give them a free Bucky book. Just if they mention, I saw you on Wisconsin Family.
Nice.
So it can be a boiler, it can be a furnace, whatever you have. We'd love to come out and take care of it.
Wow, that's a pretty good deal.
So savings of $25 and a free Bucky book, which
Yep.
has a lot more savings.
That's a lot more savings.
Yeah, over and above.
$25 off the price of our regular price for
Yeah.
the boiler or furnace tune-up,
Right.
and then you wind up getting a Bucky book out of the deal, which
Sure.
has thousands of dollars of coupons in it.
Right.
So, not to mention we're in there also.
And the cost of the Bucky book, I think between those two things, that's probably pretty close to a $60 value.
That
right
is
there,
actually
so,
yeah, because the Bucky book is $35.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Nice.
Well, this is a good time of year to be thinking about having a tune-up, is it not?
It is.
Believe
Boilers
it or
need
not,
tune-ups
with the-
too. People
Yeah.
don't realize it.
We've had a pretty weak winter so far, but January is going to be
Coming
cold.
for us.
It's
Yeah.
coming.
We all know it's coming.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, thanks you guys so much. Always great tips. These Chris and John from AccuClimb Mechanical Services. If you need someone with help for heating and air, these are your guys. As we always say, great tips. Thanks again.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for having us.
We're going to be right back. We are filming here at Rubens Our Lifestyle. We're going to chat with those folks after the break. Stick around.
'Cause every day is a new day. 'Cause every day is a new day.
Hey folks, welcome back to Wisconsin Family. All right, Justin, we have talked fitness, we have talked heating and air, and it's time to talk design. We are here at Rubens Our Lifestyle on the west side, and we've had a great time so far.
Absolutely. I mean, I could talk myself about all these, how comfortable and appealing to the eye these sofas are, but I think we should hear from the expert himself.
I agree. I think there's more to know than we know. This is Adam White. You may have seen him before. He is the manager here at the West Side Rubens location. Thanks so much for having us. We've enjoyed ourselves.
Well, it's nice to have you back.
Yeah.
Yes. So I've been sitting on these all show and not realizing that these were sleepers. They look fabulous.
Indeed they are.
So tell us a little bit about this brand. Now, this is American Leather Comfort Sleepers. Give us kind of an overview, if you would.
Sure. Well, it is the time of year where a lot of us tend to have people in from out of town.
Yes.
For those whose company we enjoy, it might be nice to provide them with a little bit more comfortable experience than perhaps they've had in the past.
I agree, absolutely. So for the wanted house guests, you put them on one of these. The unwanted house guests, will show you that set later.
Yeah. Oh, just the floor.
just
No, that's
kidding.
fine.
Oh, goodness.
So I'm just curious to know, where are these made? I mean, it sounds like they're made somewhere here in the U.S.
They are. They're actually made right outside of Dallas, Texas.
Okay.
And they're quite a bit different than your conventional sleeper sofa, which has the bar in the back, the chintzy little 4-inch mattress. No one's ever happy after sleeping
Right.
on
That's
one of
true.
those guys. These actually have the mattress integrated right into the frame, which is something we can kind of show you later. But it is really a radically different approach to the sleeper sofa.
Interesting.
Yeah, and just as a sofa themselves, they're amazingly comfortable too, which is of importance as well.
Right, that is unusual. Most of the time when you sit on a sleeper sofa, you know you're sitting on a
No,
sleeper
it
sofa.
is, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I said. I had no idea this whole time. They're
Right.
going to unveil this fabulous sleeper from those sofas.
That's kind of one of those things in both cases where, especially if you're sleeping on a more conventional sleeper sofa, you go into it thinking, this is going to be great, I'll get a great night's sleep, and then you get up thinking, why did I do that?
Yeah.
Why, I should have slept
I
somewhere
know
else.
better. Right, yes. So that's exciting. We'll show off how great that is. Maybe we'll get in and see how comfortable it is.
Yeah.
Just like at a mattress store, right? You got to try them all
exactly.
out.
absolutely.
Exactly.
So that's wonderful that these are that. Now, in the past, you've talked to us about some great options for different collections.
Right.
So are these the same? I see a couple different colors and materials just sitting here in this small space. So
They do, yeah.
Customize?
Yep. The name of the company is American Leather, but obviously they provide other things besides leather.
Yeah.
But no shortage of leathers available.
So these are the options for
Absolutely.
this?
Yes,
Whoa,
indeed.
okay.
They do have actually up to, there are 14 different models that they offer,
Okay.
all available in all of the different leathers, all of the different fabrics they provide. And they do everything from a cot size, which is a very petite sleeper
Sure.
sofa,
Sure.
all the
For
way
small
up to a
space.
king size in all of these different
Wow.
models. So you can even buy matching pieces. They also do sectional style sleeper sofas. So they really have just about everything you would ever need.
Yeah, that's incredible, and I love the options. I mean, you could even put one of these in the office, and if take a nap occasionally.
Oh, it's not unheard
Don't tell
of.
anyone I said that. So that's wonderful. I love it.
So now, if somebody can come in here and they can look at these sort of leather swatches and then say, I'd like to have this style of sofa with this color, can you order it for me? And that's kind of how that works.
Exactly. Yep.
So how long does that take to arrive then? If I wanted to get a nice hot pink couch or something like that for my man cave,
Right.
What exactly how long would it take to arrive?
It generally takes, because they are made here in the States, right around 4 weeks, 4 or 5 weeks,
Okay.
which is a pretty quick turnaround time.
That is pretty quick.
For a
Absolutely. For
customizable product. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah.
Agreed. That's wonderful. So this is the American Leather brand. Now, we know that they do the sleeper sofas. Anything else that they do?
They do. They will actually make, if you really like all of these designs, but you don't require a sleeper, they will make it without a sleeper and just a stationary piece. But they do have many, many other products that are just stationary pieces, which are fantastic as well. At this location, we primarily deal with the sleeper sofas, but at our downtown store, you will find many more American Leather products.
And I think that's great, the sort of relationship between this store and the downtown store. As we mentioned earlier in the show, they really do have sort of a different feel and some
Oh, yeah.
different merchandise, but they work in conjunction. So if you come over here and you see these great sleeper sofas, but you want to see more,
Right,
you
yeah.
can do that.
Right,
And
that's
you
the
can
idea.
help them
They are
order that.
complementary.
Yeah.
Yes, I think that's wonderful.
And you can get these great coffee tables that are kind of soft and cushiony and shaped like a kidney bean. I really enjoy that. I like that thing.
Those are available.
Yeah, that might end up in the back of my car on the way.
Now I can't unthink it looks like a kidney bean. Thanks, Thanks, Justin.
Yeah, you're welcome for that.
I love that. No, well, the design elements here, we were commenting on this earlier. The design elements here are really unique, and some things that I wouldn't think that I would necessarily be drawn to, I'm interested in.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about coming here is there are so many vignettes, so many little different spaces. You put it out so nicely for us to be able to see what it would look like in a room, and you might surprise yourself of what you gravitate towards.
Yeah, a lot of good ideas to be had here.
Like Justin has gravitated to the hot pink, and
Hot
that was
pink.
unexpected.
Can we do a
The hot
kidney
pink
bean?
and the kidney bean coffee table. I think it's a great combination.
So if you're comfortable with your masculinity, you get yourself a hot pink sofa.
Absolutely.
So tell us about any promotions. You guys have some promotions coming up in the next month or so?
We do. Well, we've got the clearance sale going on. Those items are just kind of interspersed throughout this location. But our downtown store, the second floor, has a very substantial clearance area. Again, it's that time of year where it's kind of out with the old and in with the new.
Sure, yeah.
So there are some great deals to be had.
Great time
Yeah.
to pick up some deals. Absolutely.
All of those items, by the way, are available immediately, so you don't have to wait.
There's no waiting period on
Right.
that.
That's
Yeah.
a good point. I didn't even think
Yeah.
of. And yeah, so the accessories clearance and things that are going on too, that's one thing I think we should mention is that as you look throughout the store, there's complimentary rugs, there's all
Yeah.
these great pillows, there's lamps, there's artwork, I mean literally throughout, and all of these items are for sale also.
Absolutely,
They're
and we
sale.
are running. Yes, we are running at 20% off all accessories.
Yeah.
Again, it's that time of year. A lot of these things will make great gifts for people.
Yeah, but I think that's wonderful because oftentimes you go somewhere and you find a great piece of furniture that you love, but you're not exactly sure what it might look like
Yeah.
with different items, and you could like come buy this exact look if you
Exactly.
wanted to.
Yep.
Yeah, I love
Can
that.
I just say that this rug really ties the room together?
You can say it, and
really
I totally
does.
agree.
It ties the room
So
together.
yeah, that's one of the nice things about shopping here is, like I said, all these vignettes really go together,
Yeah.
look nice, and allow you to picture what it might look like in your home if you're not innately creative like I am not.
Like we are not.
Right. That's
Well,
what
we
these
are
guys
here to
come
help.
in.
Yes,
Yes, that's
yes.
it. That's where they come in.
Yeah.
Well, we've enjoyed our time here. Thank you so much.
Oh, it was my
Adam,
pleasure.
as always. Anything else you want to add before we get out of here? Get out of your hair?
I would just encourage you to stop by both
Yeah.
of our locations and
Yeah.
see what we have to offer for you.
You sure,
Excellent.
yeah, and you have a really nice, friendly staff, and we have always enjoyed our time both at this location and the other location, and they truly will kind of guide you in your process,
Yeah.
whether you need a little bit of help or a lot of help, like we might. So thanks so much for providing that for us.
Oh, it was my pleasure.
We'd like to thank all of our guests for joining us here at Rubens Our Lifestyle, and we want to thank you for watching. That's it for us on Wisconsin Family. We'll see you next time.
Every day is a new beginning. Shine your light. It's a day